An hour 43 for the Disney Fast Pass. Holy shit. The Handwich, Disney's failed sandwich of the future. That sounds kind of cute.
Kevin's Kitchen is sponsored by Raycon. Go to
Thanks, resub Prater.
buyraycon.com/Defunctland to save 15% today.
What's better than the smell of delicious food on a warm summer day? In this modern American kitchen is where we find our subject. This is Kevin. Kevin
Turtle
is a documentarian. A documentarian captures life and constructs stories about important topics such as injustice, crime, and roller coasters. He does
Wait, is this
not
all an
show
ad?
his face, but he will show his hands. If we look closely at Kevin's hands, we can see that he is not just a documentarian, but he is also a baker. Like bed sheets from a roadside motel, Kevin's hands are splattered with the hauntings of years of mistakes. This mark was when Kevin burned his finger attempting to remove a hot tray of cookies from his oven. This mark is from when Kevin overreacted to burning his finger on the oven, dropped the hot tray of cookies, and instinctively went to catch the tray with his bare hand. Needless to say, Kevin has years of experience in the kitchen, and today, for the first time, he will combine his passions and embark on a historical culinary adventure. Today, Kevin is going to learn the history of and concoct his own sandwich.
Wait a sec, you read that wrong.
Sorry?
Thanks, they give some
You
milk.
read it wrong, do it one more time.
Okay.
I know the
Today,
House of Horror.
Kevin is
I know
going
what
to
that
learn
is.
the history of and
McCamey Manor,
concoct
right?
his own Handwich? What is a Handwich?
I'll show you.
Pretty high production. That was all the intro for the Handwich, eh? I thought that was going to be like a Raycon ad.
Around 1986, a new food item debuted in Walt Disney World, named the Handwich. The Handwich was shaped like an ice cream cone, but instead of a waffle cone, it featured a cone-shaped sub-roll, and instead of ice cream, it had fillings. These included such delicacies as ham and cheese, pulled barbecue chicken, roast beef and cheddar, and even tuna salad. The Handwich was
I don't know
billed
about
as the
tuna
sandwich
salad,
of the
but everything
future.
else kind of
Because
cool.
of this, the Handwich was sold at Epcot's The Land Pavilion's Farmers Market Food Court, as well as the Space Bar in Tomorrowland. It was also served in Adventureland at some point. Wherever it was billed as Disney's newest attraction, implying that you can ride the Handwich, when in reality, the Handwich rides you. The official poster for the Handwich boasted that it was not just futuristic, but revolutionary. The, quote, first sandwich you can hold in one hand. The poster also stated that it was Disneylicious, and that those that consumed it were playing a part in the history of baking. Despite the heavy marketing effort, the Handwich was discontinued sometime in the mid-90s, leaving behind more questions than answers. Luckily, those questions would linger, and the good people at Retro WDW would respark interest in the Handwich during their Retro Magic event in 2019. Here,
burritos are not a one-handed item.
Keynote speech on
Can't
the
really eat a
Handwich,
burrito
which was
one-handed
coded
very well.
somewhat like a military briefing. Miles conducted an interview with former Imagineer Peggy Ferris, who had the inside scoop on the Handwich, and you'll never guess who was responsible for its creation.
Back at Imagineering,
I guess if it's a really small burrito, not the burritos I make. But yeah, I guess if you get a really small one.
About fun food. So that was the big idea.
In a surprising twist, Eisner pushed for fun food in part because when he was a young man, he visited the 1964 New York World's Fair, at which Disney famously contributed 4 groundbreaking attractions. While there, a young Eisner tried some of the fair's unique food offerings, including Belgian waffles. Over 2 decades later, Eisner was the CEO of the Walt Disney Company, and he challenged the company's Imagineers to concoct a unique culinary creation for the Disney parks. During a day-long brainstorming session, Imagineers and food operations specialists designed dozens of dishes, but one stood out from the fray, a cone-shaped sandwich named the Castle Cone. The original fillings included mushu shrimp and mixed berries. Eisner approved the idea, and the Castle Cone was born. However, the name was changed by the Walt Disney World marketing team, and it was officially released as the Handwich sometime around 1986, with more consumer and operations-friendly fillings.
Keith, I've been dying to know, what is a handwich? It's a sub kind of roll so that you can stuff the meats inside and eat it actually like a cone.
I think it has
As
a
aforementioned,
good
the
idea
handwich was filled
behind
with
it.
ham and cheese, pulled barbecue chicken, roast beef and cheddar,
I'd eat
and
it.
tuna salad. But these were just a few
Not
of the
tuna
variations.
salad, but...
There was also chicken salad, ambrosia salad, seafood salad, and taco beef. When Disney MGM Studios opened in 1989, a unique handwich was created for the park with a Cobb salad filling.
Crusader,
Unfortunately, the handwich was not the success that Eisner had hoped for. In 1990, the Orlando Sentinel reported that, quote, "The last we checked, the handwich had not exactly gripped the imagination of a hungry America, let alone Orlando, let alone anyone but Michael Eisner." Retro WDW's Retro Magic event was held at the Ballroom of the Americas at the Contemporary Resort, and immediately after Brian's presentation, attendees were treated to a lunch of the future of the past with a handwich buffet. This would not be the only reappearance of the handwich after its discontinuation in the mid-90s. In 2012, Cars Land opened at Disney California Adventure theme park, and the Cozy Cone Motel quick service spot served handwich-style bread cones, although they were not officially handwiches. Flavors included chicken verde and chili cone queso, and for breakfast, bacon scramble. In 2013, Disney's Hollywood Studios Min and Bill's Dockside Diner quick service stand served their own sandwich cones, but these were quickly discontinued. In 2014, another sandwich cone could be found, again at Disney's Hollywood Studios. This time, fillings included a macaroni and cheese with bacon topping cone and a Fiesta chili cheese cone.
That sounds great.
During Epcot's 35th anniversary
the
celebration,
fuck went wrong?
A retro handwich was created, this time with a new mac and cheese with cheeseburger filling. While distinct from the original handwich, this was the most intentional of the handwich revivals, explicitly referencing the dish's predecessor. All of this is to say, the handwich is replicable, which means...
Kevin, wait! You're not really going to recreate one of the handwiches, are you?
No, announcer man. I'm going to recreate 3 of the handwiches.
3 handwiches? That is a journey from which you cannot return unsuccessful. Come up just one handwich short, and you will be lost to time, just like the handwich itself. Are you sure about this?
It'll be fine. Now let's make some handwiches.
Mouth-watering meals.
Thanks, Finboy.
Delectable dishes.
Think you'll make one? Nope.
Tasty treats.
I would never eat in my own cooking.
How scrumptious.
My own cooking is such trash.
Like everything.
I had some yesterday and it reminded me I'm just not good at cooking.
But unlike most of us, some will be remembered. And unlike all of us, some will be resurrected. This is Defunctland, with the dishes of the past return to the plate. And now your host, Kevin Perjurer, will show us how to create an old-fashioned handwich.
It's true. The sandwich of the future of the past is of the present once again, because today we will be creating an old-fashioned barbecue chicken handwich. Let's start with our delicious slow-cooked barbecue chicken. First, we make our sauce with a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, followed by
the handwich was probably really expensive.
A 4th cup of brown sugar, and a tablespoon of olive oil. I have peeled and grated an onion, and we are going to put both the onion and the juice into our bowl. Finally, let's add 2 cups of barbecue sauce. The only barbecue sauce you will ever need, and the best barbecue sauce in the world, is Joe's Kansas City barbecue sauce. I'm going to add the whole bottle to our bowl, and now we mix. Next, we place 3 pounds of chicken breast into our slow cooker. After we wash our hands, we season. This quick spice mix that I created contains salt, pepper, paprika, cayenne pepper, and garlic powder.
Yeah, of course I did, Bliss.
We can now pour our sauce over our
It's even in the video
chicken,
I posted.
And once again, we mix. Let's place the lid on our slow cooker and cook on low heat for 7 hours or high heat for 4 hours. About 2 hours before our chicken is done cooking, we can begin making our handwich cones. Start by warming up a cup of milk in the microwave until warm, but not hot. We can then add a teaspoon of sugar, then 7 ounces of active dry yeast, and yet again, we mix.
Fuck, I want a handwich, man.
We're going to allow our yeast to activate to the side for around 5 to 10 minutes. In the meantime, we will create our flour mixture. In this bowl, we have 4 cups of all-purpose flour, and we are going to add in 3 tablespoons of castor sugar and 2 teaspoons of salt, and then we mix. We're going to make a well in the center of our mixture. Inside, we will place 2 eggs and our activated yeast mixture. We can now take a hand mixer and we mix with a dough hook. After these are combined, we take a 1/4 cup of soft or slightly melted butter and add it to our dough. We now mix for around 6 to 7 minutes.
Nice toy.
We now place our somewhat sticky dough onto a floured surface to form it into a ball. Once we have done this, we can place it into a greased bowl, cover it completely, and allow it to sit in a slightly warm spot for 1 hour to rise. While that is rising, we can create our cone molds. We will be using printer paper and tinfoil to create these. These will be going in the oven, but do not worry, the paper will not catch fire. There's actually a great book about this which states the auto-ignition point of paper right in its title. It is called 1984. We will only be baking at 400 degrees, so we are well under this mark. First, we take 2 pieces of printer paper and we lay them landscape in front of us. We take the bottom left corner and create a small fold-in like this. That right there is about right. We can now use this fold to roll our cone, making sure to keep the point at the bottom as tight as possible. We continue to hold that together as we place a piece of tinfoil on our workspace. Start at one of the corners and wrap your cone in the tinfoil. Do not worry about this excess, because we are going to just fold that into the top of our cone. And there you have it. We will have enough dough for 8 handwiches, but I will only be baking 2. 1 for me and 1 for you. So once we have finished with our cone molds, we can place them to the side. Once our dough has risen, now comes the fun part. We're going to divide our dough into 8 equal pieces and cover again with our plastic to prevent any of them from drying out. One by one, we are going to take one of these pieces and roll it out. We want to end up with a long tube, around 3 feet long. Once we have this, we can take one of our molds and starting from the bottom.
God damn, this is so thorough. He actually just replicated the whole Handwich from Disney.
That's looking like a Handwich.
Jesus Christ.
Once we've done this, we gently press our dough into the cone and pinch the tip. We now place these on a greased baking sheet. As our oven preheats to 400 degrees, we are going to give our Handwich cones a light egg wash. Once our cones are prepared, we can place them in our oven for around 12 minutes. While those are cooking, our chicken should be just about done. That smells absolutely delicious. With 2 forks, we shred the chicken, and as we do this, we mix. We're going to drain only the chicken we will be filling, as we don't want our Handwiches to be too soggy. Once we pull our cones out of the oven and allow them to cool, we can remove the mold and admire our work. Now, we take our chicken and fill our Handwich cones. And voila! A beautiful barbecue chicken Handwich.
This looks fucking fantastic. How did this not succeed? Shit, now I want a Handwich.
Absolutely wonderful. I could eat the whole thing, but I'm going to save my appetite because we have 2 more Handwiches to make.
Kevin, wait! There's still time to turn back.
These are probably Linky and Dummy.
If anything goes wrong and you don't complete all 3, you could get stuck in historical limbo.
Nothing can stop me from making more Handwiches. Onward.
What's cooking, America? Let's find out in Defunctland.
Damn, is this whole video like a skit from him? Jesus Christ.
Welcome your host, Kevin Perjurer.
Hey everyone, my name is Kevin Perjurer and I make defunct meals. Today we are going to be making something from long ago.
He really went all out for this one.
Favorite, you might have guessed it already, it is the Handwich. This one is actually a viewer submission, so let's hear from Scott.
Hi Kevin, I went to the studio catering company at Disney MGM Studios in May 1989.
Gift subs,
Here,
planks.
I tried the Cobb Salad Handwich for $3.60. It had a mix of finely chopped lettuce, egg, bacon, tomato, turkey, avocado, and blue cheese in a French roll cone. The blue cheese dominated just a bit, which didn't bother me. But if you don't like the pungent taste of Roquefort, you might not like this. I was wondering if you could show me how to make it.
Thanks for 5 gift subs, George.
Scott, thank you so much for writing in. The Handwich is not only a forgotten food item, it is the perfect meal for many occasions. Let's say you have a daughter. She's a sweetheart, but she's a bit of an arsonist. Her principal is coming over to discuss her expulsion, and you have to cook something spectacular.
This is Defunctland, but a very different Defunctland
she will
video.
never be able to achieve the dreams that you've projected onto her. With these life-altering steaks, why not make a delicious Handwich? And I'll show you how. We're going to start with 4 strips of bacon chopped up, and we're going to place these on a wire rack. And we're going to rest that on top of a drip pan lined with tinfoil. Once you have those on the wire rack, you can place it in a 400-degree oven for around 20 minutes. But make sure to watch it. After you've washed your hands, we can open our dough. Now I'm going to take advantage of the store for this one. This is French bread dough, and we're just going to give it a little karate chop, hi-ya. And now we're just going to open it up, and we're going to
That was always my favorite thing to do as a kid.
2 equal parts for our 2 Handwich cones. Now we're going to wrap these around one of these cones. Now what this is, it's just printer paper wrapped in tinfoil. Now we have a tutorial on our website, and you can just go to that link right there, and once you made 2 of these, we can get rolling. So let's grab one of our dough, and just like we're starting a campfire, we just go to town. We want to make this around 3 feet long, and once we've done that, you can take your tinfoil cone, and you just wrap it around the very tip, and then you spiral it on. You just keep wrapping all the way to the top, just like that. Look at that. Now we take our greased baking sheet and we put our Handwich on, and we do this again with our second Handwich, and once we've got that, we can put that one on right next to it, and we can put this in our oven 400 degrees even while the bacon is cooking just right under there. Now while we got that cooking, I want to tell you about an incredible product. These are the Raycon.
Oh, and he's even sliding it in.
Earbuds, and they're today's sponsor. These earbuds are the real deal. The Bluetooth pairing is seamless. It's incredibly responsive. On.com/Defunctland to save 15%. Now I'm getting so invested in this music, I almost forgot that I got stuff in the oven. I gotta go check on it. Now take a look at this crispy bacon. It is beautiful and ready for our salad. Give me some for the bacon. Oh yeah. We're now going to make our dressing. We're going to start with a 1/3 cup of red wine vinegar, and then we're going to add 2/3 of extra virgin olive oil, a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, and of course, salt and pepper. Close that up, and now we mix.
Woo! The crowd's loving it! Let's fucking go!
Alright, please stop clapping. It freaks me out when I'm using the knife. God, I'm tired. Okay, so we're going to take our lettuce and put it into a salad spinner, and you will never guess what that does, but I bet you'll clap anyways. Alright, let's try to keep it at a mezzo forte. Kevin's got a headache. Let's go ahead and speed run this salad. Bacon, cherry tomatoes, Roquefort, egg. Doesn't matter how you slice it, it'll still taste terrible. I'm gonna open up an avocado and take out its pit. Boom, magic, it disappeared. No idea where that went. Slice up some turkey I got from the deli. And don't forget to throw a little piece of turkey.
Is this still for a Handwich?
For good luck. And we mix. And look what just came out of the
Tier 1
oven.
bear?
One of them's a little messed up, but that doesn't matter. We're gonna keep on trucking. Let's go ahead and add our dressing to our salad and then fill these cones. Now I cannot wait to try this, so I'm not gonna. Let's take a bite. That is delicious. That's 2 beautiful Handwich cones, and you know what this pairs great with? Raycon Everyday.
Oh, a double ad.
I know that these.
He said, "I'm not done."
But do not be afraid of these. The Handwiches can smell fear, and if they smell it, they will become spicier. And check this out, we did that in under 5 TV minutes, which is roughly 13 hours. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Now I've got to go make another Handwich, or I might be lost to...
God, this whole video is so high production. This is very different. Good. Thanks to the Prime, Ray and the recent one drop.
Oh, where am I?
I really do want to try a Handwich.
Mr. Announcer Man? Hello? Studio audience? Anyone? Here we go. What?
Oh, this one's being made from heaven? Fuck yeah.
Wait a sec. I know what this is.
Thanks to Prime, run.
Limbo. I've got to make that 3rd Handwich. I've got to find a kitchen. Fridge, yes! Empty, no! I cannot be stuck here forever. Empty, no! I cannot be stuck here forever.
Thanks to Prime, comment.
There's got to be something around here somewhere. Come on! Oh no. Wait. Keys. I've got it. Just one more. That's all I need.
I told you, Kevin. You must create all 3, or you will be lost to time.
I will, Announcer Man, I promise!
The Handwich was meant to die. let it stay dead.
I have to bring it back once more. 3.
This video did a great job of bringing back the Handwich.
You'll never do it.
I guess everyone was right when they called you
4 gift subs, Bear. Thank you, Bear.
I never believed in you.
I'm gonna prove you all wrong. I just need one more Handwich.
Kevin, take my hand. Take my Handwich.
Come on, Kevin, please, God.
So close.
No, anywhere but Arby's. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, it's ruined.
Could I get 3 beef and cheddar sandwiches?
You've ruined it, Kevin.
So if you don't want it on the bun, you just put it in a bowl?
Makes you anonymous gift sub.
So I've got 3
It's garbage
beef and
now.
cheddar classics all in the same bowl with the cheese and the sauce in the bowl as well.
That's right. And some mozzarella sticks, please.
Sure, you want 4 or 6?
6.
Well, Kevin wasn't able to save the world. He ruined it.
Handwich.
What is a Handwich?
What is a Handwich?
Handwich. Handwich. Handwich.
This is a pretty lazy Handwich, Kevin.
Handwich.
To be honest though, I bet that tasted fucking great. If it was anything but Arby's.
That was the best one.
Kevin, you did it! You made all 3 Handwiches! You can come back now. Kevin? Kevin? Kevin!
Kevin really went in on this one. I was expecting like another full-blown video essay on this on the Handwiches, and what I got was a Kevin multiverse experience of Handwich creation. So did they actually fail? I truthfully can't understand how these could have failed. It is such a good idea. They genuinely look amazing. Thanks for some Snowhound and Goody. It is not a stupid ass idea. That is such a good idea. Just put a bunch of like sandwich filling into a waffle cone for ice cream. Well, of bread. It's bread kind of like an ice cream cone. That's a great idea. It's a wrap though? Yeah, it is a great fucking idea. I love it. I don't want like a little baby ass burrito. I want a Handwich. The fuck am I gonna do with like a little dinky ass burrito when I could have a Handwich instead? God damn it, Kevin really made me want one now. I think you missed the point of the video. What? The point of the video was just to have some fun, man. And I did. And I want a Handwich. What the fuck did you get out of this video? What do you think the point of the video was? Like a political commentary on Disney and its inflated prices? Like, what do you mean? The point of the video was just a goof. Ooh, Jesus. Appreciate the 15 gift subs, Elgato. Thank you, man. Appreciate the generosity. Thank you, Elgato. Multi-million emergency